It has been a great year. When I look back on the year that we've had here, there's so many accomplishments and so many great things. We have felt the thrill of victory, the disappointment of defeat. We have seen great things happen across our campus in performances on the athletic field. We've seen personal triumphs of people who have been successful in their endeavors. And we've seen some people that have failed in some of those endeavors. We've seen great decisions and some not so great decisions through the semester. We've seen people grow in ways that are unexpected. We've seen people fall short of expectations. All those things kind of make us who we are at York College as we talk about the fact that every year we kind of reinvent this campus and who we are and what we're able to accomplish. And I'm so proud of our student body, our faculty, and our staff for the efforts that are put forward, because everyone here puts forth special effort. I tell people constantly when I'm on the road that it's hard to work at York College because you've got to work much harder than you would at any other job, any other place, because of the dedication that people have here to your future and to your well-being and to your lives. Some of you have become acquaintances. Most of you have become close friends. The relationship we have as students and faculty and staff amongst ourselves is one of love and appreciation and support. Sometimes even when we make bad decisions, that support comes through, and faculty and staff support you because they love you. It's always kind of hard this time of year because we have the excitement of things finally getting over. We're getting through finals, we're getting to graduation, we're excited about those events, but at the same time we know there are some people that we probably will never see again. Friendships that even though we may keep them online are not going to be personal as they were at one time. And those kind of things affect us because there's, among the joy, there's also some sadness. Some of you are graduating and going on to careers and a new life and new excitements and new challenges, and we applaud you on that and want to support you in that. Others of you have decided that there's a degree that we don't offer and you're going to have to go somewhere else, or you're going to transfer institutions, and we want you to know we will miss you because you're a part of who we are. I was going through the list of students this morning and realizing that most of you I know personally by name. And when you aren't here, it kind of puts a hole in our heart, whether or not you're leaving for some other reason or whether you're graduating, because you always remain a part of our lives and you remain a part of who we are. You have made us who we are. I want to talk especially though about one thing that is heavy on my heart and I know on some of yours. And that is the fact that while you are here, we hope that no matter what else has happened, that somehow you have been put in contact with the God of the universe. I want to say just personally from my heart that God didn't just save my soul, He saved my life. He kept me from making decisions that would have taken me down a different path, from going in directions that weren't good for me. Because as I learned about Him and as I tried to follow Him, the decisions to follow Him became easier and easier. Paul talks about this, in Acts, one of my favorite passages. The God who made heaven, who made the world, is the Lord of heaven and earth. He doesn't live in buildings that people build. He isn't served by people's efforts and their desire to serve Him, because He Himself gives everyone life and breath and everything else. From one man He made all nations of men, that they should inhabit the whole world. He appointed the places for them, the times for them in history, and the places where they should live, the borders of their kingdom. God did this, Paul says, so that men would seek Him and reach out for Him and find Him, even though He's not far from any one of us. Because in Him we live and we move and we have our being. I hope some of you, we have touched the hem of the garment to let you see how important it is to have God in your lives. And if you leave here and God never occurs to you again, we have failed. Because coming to York College isn't just about getting an excellent education and sitting at the foot of some of the most dedicated and professional teachers you will ever find, but it's about building a relationship with the God who created you and created this world that we live in. There's a lot in the news today, these days, about being empowered, about people having power, and I look at that, and usually what people are looking for is a voice. They're looking for recognition. They want a seat at the table in decision making. And I realize how far we have come from what God talks about. Another passage by Paul in Ephesians, he makes this statement: I pray that out of his glorious riches, that God may strengthen you with power in your inner being, so that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power, together with all of God's people, to discern how high and deep and wide and long is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, so that you can be filled to the full measure of the fullness of God. You ever had one of those days when you just feel like God is really there with you? That feeling is more than just a feeling, it's an actual reality, because you're being filled with the fullness of God. I want to encourage you as you go from this place, and you're establishing your careers, and you're establishing your families, and you're doing what's important to you in life, that you remember that real power doesn't come from what other people give you or other people recognize, but it comes from within you, and it comes from the God of power who made this world and gives that power to you as an individual. So you can overcome anything that approaches you in life. We love you. We look forward to all of you who are coming back next fall, because we're going to start all over again, and we're going to have a better year next year than we had this year. For those of you who are moving on, God bless you. And as I like to finish every time I speak, the priestly blessing in Numbers chapter 6. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face to you and give you peace. God bless you all.
Good morning, York College. Happy Monday. We have these announcements today. All books and other library materials are due back in Levitt Library by Tuesday, May 1. That's tomorrow, unless it's needed for a class final. And if so, please let Ramona Ratliff know either by email or talk with her in the library. Any library materials not back in the library by noon this Friday will be considered lost. There's a $50 charge for each lost item. Book buyback is almost here, May 3rd and 4th, Thursday and Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's in the bookstore. Bring your textbooks over there, and you can get that taken care of. Tomorrow evening, 10 p.m. in the CAF. Yeah, the pre-finals breakfast, ice cream. Pre-finals breakfast would sound good too, but only if you're having ice cream for breakfast. So that's at 10 p.m. tomorrow evening in the CAF. We have 3 visitors today on campus, Shiloh and Brennan and Owen right down here. Give us a wave. Welcome to campus. I just want to remind everyone that graduation takes place in this building right here at 10 a.m. on this Saturday, and you're all welcome to attend that. I want to offer congratulations to the baseball team in qualifying for the conference tournament this last weekend. We have 3 birthdays we'd like to recognize: Colton, Brittany, Sabrina. Happy birthday. And I keep waiting for a day when I'm here and they're both here and they're not, but I'm going to go ahead and say this anyway. We have 2 of our longtime faculty members that are retiring at the end of this semester, and I wanted to make sure this group knew that, so you have opportunity to thank them and express your appreciation. But Dr. Ray Miller and Mrs. Beverly McNeese, this is their last year. They've both been here many, many years, and I just want to publicly thank them for their service and their dedication to you students, into this institution. So I know Dr. Ray is here. Ray, you know how much I love you, and we're so grateful for you. So again, congratulations to both Dr. Miller and Mrs. McNeese. I think Mrs. McNeese knew I wanted to do that. She keeps skipping on days that I have announcements. So today's Monday, and it's the last week of classes, so please stand for the singing of the alma mater.
On the hill of the rising sun stands the college we hold so dear. Rooted deep is our loyalty, grounded firm is our faith sincere. In our hearts will ever be blue and white, a blessed memory. Through the years our voices raise in praise to be all hail, Lord, hail. Looking down on a busy town stands the college with name so high. For the best in our work and sport, we are glad we can sound the cry.